Welcome to my YouTube channels. Today is my topics, the array list and the collection interview questions. So today I am going to discuss about array list methods. How can you perform the operations on array list and ordered collections? So definitely whatever I talk about in the previous session and the previous video, first you learn about this and then you can come back to know about the every method's work and working, so you can understand and you can use the collection very easily. I hope you do it. Okay, so next is this is collections and this is interview. So start now. Replacing array list element. How? How can you replace? I already told you and I already discussed about add and get methods. You can add some data on the collections. You can fetch some data in the collection through the add methods and get methods. Now I'm going to discuss about replace methods. So what is the work of replace method, how it is working, and what is the benefit of it? Everything I'm going to discuss about in this video. So to replace an element in an array list, it's very simple. We can call a method called set. So you don't want to think too much. You just call the method set. How can you call this method? First you have to know about the prototype of this method. So prototype of this method is public's object set. So its return type is something object, and you have to give the index number, which index you are going to insert the next object. So that is called the set. So in your collection, your array list, if you want to add some object in particular a specific index number, then go for this and just replace those data and add this data. I hope it is clear. Now it's replace the object at given index with the new object passed and the return back to the replace object. So it will give you whatever remove in these collections, it will return you. So take this. Okay, for example, how can you use? You have a city array list and cities dot set 0 positions. It's indexing. So 0 positions you have to replace through the Indore. Maybe having Indore place Bhopal, so you can replace Bhopal through this Indore. Okay, how can you print the data? System.out.println cities.get of 0. So you can just pass and you can access this data through the Indore. I hope it is clear. Now adding the elements in between. It means that if you want to add the some group of the elements, some elements in between, it means that some index starting and some index last. So you can go through this. Okay, what is this? To add an element in between the array list can call its overloaded methods version called add methods. I already discussed about add methods. It can add the object in the array list, but today's prototype is different. What? This is the parameters. It's an overloaded method. So we can put public's void add of index numbers, and through this index number we can pass the object also. So these objects are going to insert in this index position. So this index position value are growing and down. It's not replace. Okay, through this add method we can just add the data. You can't replace it. Okay, it's add the new object at a given index, shifting the already present element in downwards. So I hope it is clear. Whatever elements are already available in this index, it is going to downwards. Okay, downwards it means inside this. Okay, for example, city dot add of Indore. So already one index having a Indore. System dot no, it's not already having some other, but you want to add more Indore in this place 1. So you just print indoors and just print 2, so Paris. I hope this is clear. Now, checking the index of an element. What is this? What is the need of this checking the index of an element? It is also easy. To search an element in the array list, we can call its methods index of. And index of method through we can search some data. Okay, how can you do this? For examples, you have a list of the data. You have a 10, 20, 30, 40, 16, and you want this data index number, something you want to search 20 key 20 which index numbers are the availables, so you go for the index of, and it is really very important method to do the operations on this array list. A list collection publics int index of object. You just add the object and it will return the index number. I hope it is clear. If the element is present, it returns it index, otherwise it returns -1, return -1. So this return type is 1, otherwise -1. How can you do this? For example, system.out.println city.index of Bhopal, so 0, and system.out.println city.index of Goa, so -1. Why it's happened? If the elements are present, it returns its index number. This is called 1. And if it is not present, then it can return -1, because indexing is not a start with -1, it's a start with 0 to positive number, not negative number. So that it's given you -1. Okay, next method is remove method. Very fantastic methods. So don't forget to know about it. There are two ways to remove an elements from the array list. As you know, in Java, we can either remove an element based on index. Okay, you have an index, you can remove just it, and providing the object itself. You have two methods to remove the object inside the ArrayList collection. So you have a method called publics object and remove. You can pass just like index number, so we can delete it and remove it. And if you have an object, then you can also pass this object, it will remove in this list collection. For example, city.remove of the Bhopal, so Bhopal is removed, whatever index having. So system.out.println city.index of Bhopal, it will return -1. If it is already deleted, then you can find out, then it will give you -1. I hope it is clear. Traversing an array list. So traversing, you know about it. You have to go through the one by one each element inside the array list, that is called traversing. So traversing in the sense, if you want to display the data, that is called traversing. If you want to search the data, that is called traversing. You have to perform the operation to search every element. Many a times we need to traverse in Java array list and perform some operation, and it's retrieve item flowing two way. Okay, using the regular loop, as you know, and using the enhance for loop, we can traverse the array list. So this is you already know, and this is I am going to discuss for strings of s. So whatever data are inserted in the array list, you just put here a string. For examples, you have a string data, so just like this a string. If you have a student data, then just like a student is and colon cities. So system.out.println of s, and you can find out and you can do it. I hope it is clear. Next is checking if array list is empty. You have to check this array list is empty or not. Some value is available or not. So we have a method called isEmpty. Through this method, we can check the array list, list collection, it is empty or not. Okay, I hope it is clear. So you have a two way. First is inbuilt method called isEmpty, and other is called, if you want to check like that, if a string dot list size is 0, then called array list is empty. I hope it is clear. Next is summary of the benefits. Whatever you learn what is the summary. So I am going to discuss everything whatever I discussed today and yesterday. So summary of the benefits of the array list, yeah, list collection we can say. Maintain the insertion order, okay, good, and can grow and shrink the dynamically, very nice. Elements can be added or removed from the particular location, that is called indexing. So provides a method to the manipulate and store the object. So everything will be give you through the method, so we can use directly. You don't think about too much about list. It is very easy. You have a inbuilt methods, everything, you just know about the methods and you can do everything. So next is I am going to give you one challenge. If you do it, really you are good in this array list. So please do it and don't forget it to make it. When students join their schools, their information need to be recorded. You already know. So you have to implement one class and maintain a student's record in the order collection. It means array list. And when a student joins the schools, information, name, roll numbers and grade you have to take in should be added the record into list, and when the students are the leaves, just remove the information. Okay, you just read it and just complete it. Okay, now next programming challenge, you have to enhance the previous program, and that is nothing, it's a very simple. Improve the previous code by displaying the student list in an alphabetical order, their names. So by the help of the names, we have to sort the name of the student in the ascending orders, and I hope you know about compare and comparator. So comparable and comparator, you have to do this, and collection.sort method you can use to do it everything. I will give you hint yesterday, not yesterday, I will give you tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe my channels and like this video and comment also. If anything is required to improve, please tell me. Thank you very much.